Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and I just wanted to make a video talking about Fan Festival this upcoming weekend. For those of you who don't know, the Final Fantasy XIV North American Fan Festival is being held in Las Vegas, October 14th and 15th. It's going to be at the Paris Hotel, and no, if you do not have tickets, you won't be able to get tickets at the door. You'll pretty much just have to buy the $30 stream ticket, watch it on Kling, and try to enjoy it as much as the rest of us. Now, this video isn't really talking about all the details of Fan Festival itself. I'm going to be covering that in State of the Realm. And on top of that, I'll be covering some other things in another video before I actually head on over to Fan Festival. But I wanted to take this video as a time to talk about this Fan Festival compared to the last one. And it's more like reflecting on maybe the things that I could have done better at the last Fan Festival, or things that I feel I didn't take into consideration at the last Fan Festival. And I think it's only fair that I'm pretty upfront about these things. So first of all, I want to address the concern. Some people have expressed concern over even just approaching me or other YouTubers. I mean, I'm going to be there, Miz is going to be there, Zeno found out he's going to be there, Ethis is going to be there, Sly. I can't speak for them, but I know that at the last Fan Festival, after it was all over, a lot of people told me on my Twitch chat or on a YouTube video, like, hey, I was at Fan Festival, you were at Fan Festival, but you looked like you were busy, so I didn't want to disturb you. Now, it's true that, like, from time to time, there's going to be parts where it looks like I'm just bolting from point A to B, and it can be pretty hard to get my attention there. But I do want to say, if I need to be someplace right that second, I will let you know. I can already think of a few points where that could happen at this upcoming Fan Festival, like around 1:30 p.m. on Friday. I probably will be bolting to a direct location. And therefore anyone who tries to stop me then probably is going to run into an issue. I can't really think of another time. Maybe leaving the convention at 8 o'clock might be another time, because I do have some post 8 o'clock plans that I want to be able to get back, you know, clean up and go out with a few people. So that would be another time. That might be a little bit difficult to approach me, but otherwise, if you see me standing in line or you see me talking to somebody else, I mean, you should just feel comfortable coming up to me, and I hope that the other YouTubers and Twitch broadcasters feel the same way. But in a lot of ways, you know, a lot of people kind of give me credit for, you know, creating a channel and creating the content and all that, but I'm nothing without the people who watch the channel. I'm nothing without the people who provide feedback on the channel. I'm nothing without the community. So you're just as much a part of this video as I am. So if you're at Fan Festival and you're a little bit nervous about approaching me, just do it. You know, just even if it's just for a quick 20 seconds, like, hey, you know, I like your videos. Do you want to take a picture? It's awkward, but people actually asked me to sign things last time. My signature is worth nothing. Hell, my picture is worth nothing, but at least it's just like, hey, I met Mr. Happy. That's cool. You know, at least that's like, you know, you're not going to hold on to that and try to auction that off in 10 years. An autograph, it's like, my autograph's not really worth anything. So, I mean, I'll gladly do it. Don't get me wrong. But it always weirds me out when people ask me to sign things. It's like, my signature doesn't mean anything. If you guys value it, then that's what matters to me. So, feel free to approach me. If it's a bad time, I'll let you know. You know, just don't worry. If you can find me again later, don't worry. If you've had to find me once I said, hey, now it's not a good time, find me later, then feel free to do that. Another thing, if you want to be absolutely sure that you can meet me, Miz, Ethis, Mary, or Sly, we're actually having a Dream Team meetup or meet and greet at the Fan Festival itself. Now, we know when it's happening, but we don't know the way the venue looks yet, so we don't know exactly where it's happening. Luckily, with all 5 of us in one place, it should be pretty easy for everybody to find us very quickly. From 2 to 3:30 on Saturday. That's like halfway through the PvP exhibition, and it ends about 30 minutes before the live letter, so we can all get seated for the live letter that they're doing on Saturday. So between 2 and 3:30, all 5 of us will be in the same place. Where that is yet, we don't know, but I have a feeling you won't have a hard time finding us. If you just do a quick once over around the convention hall, maybe take a peek outside, see if we're in the halls out just outside the doors, then you should be able to find us fairly easily. Come say hello, come take pictures, all that stuff that I just said before. We're all there, again, for you guys, so don't feel shy. Just do it. Just do it. That's all I can really say. As for conducting ourselves at Fan Festival, so one mistake I made at 2014's Fan Festival is I was really excited to be there. And unfortunately, when I get excited, I get loud, I get obnoxious, and I mean, I'm from New Jersey. Like, obviously not everyone from New Jersey is like that, but that's the kind of family I was raised in, where we're very vocal, we speak with our hands, you know, we stand out, you know, we like to stand out. Unfortunately, that led to a lot of kind of negative attention, especially when it came to the PvP, because when we were 8 versus 24 versus 24 in front lines, and we went deathless and we completely camped one of the teams at their base, it felt really good. It was a lot of fun. I was like, we did it, yeah! And I looked like a fool. So I'm gonna try not to conduct myself in such a way when it comes to things like that. And I mean, if I do, someone will call me on it, and I've pretty much accepted that, and that's a good thing. You know, at this point, I didn't like it 2 years ago, but I've tried to mature a little bit in the last 2 years, so I'm hoping that just whatever ego I've like tried to suppress inside of me is just like fully suppressed this weekend, because I'm gonna do my damnedest, because somewhere in there, somewhere in my body is still that person who was there 2 years ago. It doesn't just disappear. And I've just done a lot to try and progress myself in the way that I interpret situations like that. What's okay, what's not okay. Am I excited? Am I too excited? Am I not excited enough? Do people feel like they can't approach me? Do I come off as inappropriate? You know, that stuff didn't matter to me 2 years ago. It matters now, because I realized that I just looked like a fool the whole time. So that's another thing. And in terms of you guys conducting yourselves, this is a big one. I didn't like this when it happened last time, and I won't like it if it happens again this time. And I'm dead serious about this. Last time, when I was at Fan Festival, Miz was not there. She was home. I think she streamed a little bit during that time. And I remember I had several people come up to me and be like, hey man, I'm a huge fan of your videos. I'm like, cool, thank you. And they're like, yeah, Miztech's videos suck. And I'm just like, how does that, like, I guess some people find that endearing in a way. I mean, like, the people telling me, like, oh, he'll probably think I'm like a huge supporter if I tell him Miztech videos suck, or if I tell him Xeno videos suck. And it's like, it doesn't at all. It just makes it, honestly, it feels like shit to have somebody tell me that somebody else's video sucks, because it's not a competition. If anything, all of these guides, all these resources are all just different outlooks on the same problem to solve it. And they shouldn't be seen as competition, they should be seen as complementary to one another. Maybe if one of them is missing a piece of information but another one has it, all of a sudden you watch these two videos and you have what comes together as, you know, exactly the information you're looking for. Because, you know, none of the guides that come out, unless they're super specific, which I used to do, and my videos were way too long because of it, it's easy to miss something occasionally, you know? And I personally don't want anyone coming up to me and telling me that another YouTuber's videos suck to try and make me feel better. It doesn't. Because all of those YouTubers that you're probably going to mention to me, I'm all friends with. So it's like basically telling me one of my friends sucks. And I can't imagine that if I walked up to you and told you, yo, your best friend's a dickhead. Like, but I like you. Like, oh, dude, you're a really cool guy. I'm glad. But your friend's a dickhead over there. Fucking hate that guy. Like, would that feel good? That's basically how it feels when somebody comes up to me and tells me that. So I would recommend not doing that. I don't think that that's a very positive means of approaching an event that's supposed to be. You don't want to breed negativity at an event where everyone's trying to be positive, everyone's trying to be excited, and everyone's just glad to be there. So many people are getting to see like free company mates or guild mates. They're getting to see people that they've known for years. Maybe they didn't meet them at the last fan festival. This is their first fan festival. They didn't go to the last one. Like, there's so many positive things going on that's what should be focused on, are the positive things that are going on there. Talk about the news. Talk about the people you got to see. Take plenty of pictures. You know, share your experiences on Twitter. All that stuff. Make it something that you will remember forever. And you don't want to remember it for negative things. You want to remember it for positive things. That's just how I feel. So please do not do that. Do not go around. Maybe they feel different. I can't speak for the other people on Twitch, the other people on YouTube. Maybe they feel different about it. But in no way does that make me feel better. So I know these other broadcasters, and I don't think they would find it endearing either. So I just figured I'd make a little announcement right there. And other than that, I don't really know much else that I could do. Anyone who's going to Fan Fest for the first time, first of all, if you've never been to a convention before, shower twice a day, bring extra sets of clothes, bring deodorant for the show floor, and also apply deodorant before you go, after you're done, especially if you're going out, and several times throughout the day, because it's going to be sweaty. And the last thing you want to do is be that guy nobody wants to stand next to, or be that girl nobody wants to stand next to because you got something rank going on there. It happened a lot last time, and I don't think that was so much that it was just, it's a sweaty room, people standing in lines, and especially like me, a lot of people want to shake my hand or put their arm around me for a picture, and at the end of the day, I could not, the clothes I were wearing, just between all of the different body odors that it attracted, it just wasn't good. It wasn't good. I wasn't much better. I was applying deodorant there, but that's only going to do so much when you're sweating that much. You know, it's not going to be perfect. So that would be a big recommendation. The showering twice a day is not just for the smell, though. That's because you don't want to get sick. And so cleaning up twice a day is a really big deal. Also, I would highly recommend things like Airborne or Emergency. Take one of those in the morning before you head to the convention center. If you want to take a break midday to take one, if it's on the dosage, if it's recommended, take something. You want to stay healthy and you don't want to be sick afterwards, and you don't want to get other people sick if you are sick. So keep all of these things in mind. If you're somebody who's really paranoid, I would wear one of those, like those masks that they wear, that people wear out to prevent airborne pathogens from getting in. It's not a bad idea. I mean, it is also Vegas, so you never know who you could just bump arms with, or somebody who could be sick that you walk by. I just want you guys to be safe, and I want everybody to be able to have a good time. So hygiene, that's a big one, and take breaks occasionally. It's a lot of standing, and there should be chairs that you can sit in the front, even when there's not a panel going on. So be sure to take breaks occasionally. Luckily, the convention hall closes 2 hours earlier than it did last time, so it should mean that there's actual time for you to go get a real meal at night, or get to sleep early, so in case you're not feeling well for the next day. And I know it seems like kind of momish that I'm trying to like educate people on how to take care of themselves, but I know a lot of people who just didn't do that last time, so I'm doing that now, and honestly, I was guilty of not doing it to the greatest of my ability either last time. So lessons I learned from me, lessons I want to pass on to you guys. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else that I need to mention here. All I want to say is thank you so much for making it possible. Me going to these events is possible because of, you know, the support of my girlfriend, because of the support of you guys. A lot of people credit me for my hard work, but I'm somebody who's very motivationally driven. So if the people around me don't support what I'm doing, I find it very difficult for me to produce those kind of things. And I've seen just outcries of support in all manners, whether it's monetary, whether it's a follow, whether it's a view on the video, whether it's a thank you on a video, whether it's a thank you on my Twitch chat, whether it's anything, you know, on Twitter, Facebook. It's compounded on top of each other. So that's why I want you guys to feel like you can approach me almost anytime at the convention hall. And yeah, let's just make it a great weekend. Let's take this expansion announcement that we're going to get. Let's, fingers crossed, some sort of job reveal, and they don't try to save it for the Japanese one come Christmas time. Get ourselves some lore books, some shirts, hit each other in PvP matches, take on whatever unique battle challenge they have, win some stuff, and just make it a great weekend overall. I hope everyone has a great time when they're there, and I hope you get to see plenty of friends. I hope you get to meet plenty of new people, and I was looking for a word, but I couldn't think of what it is now, so I'll just shut up pretty much. So anyway, thank you so much for taking your time out. I know this is like 15 minutes of your life that you probably would like to have spent doing something else, but it means a lot that you stop by and watch this video. So thank you again. I will see you guys at Fan Festival. I will see you, I guess Thursday there might be an open bar like there was last time, but if I don't see you Thursday, I'll see you Friday, I'll see you Saturday. And again, let's just make it a great one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys at FanFest. Until then, take care.